What's up, Cannabis Community? Jennifer Johnson here, and welcome to another episode of Your Week in Weed, your weekly source for the top 3 things I found interesting this week in cannabis. Quickly, before I jump right in, I'd like to acknowledge all of the messages I have received in the last few weeks. A few nice notes toting how much they like the series and look forward to more, but a significantly large number of you, mostly males, took the time to send me sweet emojis to remind me to eat my healthy, hearty vegetables and to not forget to drink plenty of water, because apparently I look very, very dehydrated. Such a heartwarming response. Let's get started. Sticking with the fluid theme, my next story shows studies have found that your sperm is getting a serious case of couch lock and may be affecting your fertility. Research suggests the negative impact of cannabis on sperm was so evident that it is now being seen as a potential form of male contraception, because of course it would be that easy for men. Doctors recommend that couples who are trying to conceive should refrain from the use of the drug, as there is evidence that cannabis can impact the amount of sperm a man produces. Going straight to the source, when Your Week in Weed reached out to Sperm for comments on the doctor's findings, here's what Sperm said.
Harsh. You gonna pass that?
Wow, truly groundbreaking journalism. In an article from thespokesman.com, Dr. Thomas Walsh, a physician at SRM in Seattle and Bellevue with expertise in male fertility, compared the impact of cannabis on sperm to the pre-flight safety briefing the flight attendants give on the airplanes. In case of an emergency on a plane, a lighted walkway will appear to guide passengers to the exit. Sperm also has a lighted walkway that are in part the cannabinoid receptors. If those receptors get overwhelmed with extra THC, this system becomes saturated, and the sperm doesn't know where to go. Sounds like the mix of another Cardi B song, doesn't it? For more information or to read the article in its entirety, please head on over to the website at www.theregalization.com and navigate your way to Your Week in Weed, or simply by clicking the link in the bio and selecting Your Week in Weed. In my next story, in the wake of last week's election,
Speaking of dicks.
Oh, okay, you're not wrong. And frankly, I have no idea how you got in here, but that is not appropriate. My apologies. As I was saying, in the wake of last week's election, where voters in Arizona turned out in record-breaking numbers to pass Proposition 207, which legalized recreational marijuana, the largest county in the state began implementing the will of the voters immediately by announcing they will be instructing deputy county attorneys to file motions to dismiss all pending and all unfiled charges of possession of marijuana and any paraphernalia charges as covered by the proposition. Is this the start of a tipping point ending mass incarcerations due to cannabis? Let me know what you think by dropping a comment below. In more cannabis health and wellness news, and for my final story, celebrity-backed mood chewies and gummies promising to decrease stress are the new wave in prompting reduced anxiety and general wellness, with big names like Martha Stewart, Kourtney Kardashian, and John Legend dipping their toes into the broader cannabis industry. But as the article suggests, the problem lies in the marketing. People desperate for help managing depression and anxiety who can't afford traditional mental health care may turn to the over-counter options promoted by their favorite celeb and unfortunately may find no real relief. In a year when many are struggling with severe anxiety around the global pandemic and economic recession, the article goes on to say that the products are not well regulated and they don't have to be proven to be safe or effective to go on the market. And in a quote from the article, one doctor said, "It's kind of like selling cupcakes rather than a medication." Of course, if you are thinking of starting any new supplement or medication routine, you should first consult with a physician. But like many things, it sounds like a buyer beware mentality should be prevalent in any new purchases surrounding the CBD supplemental industry. That will do it for this week's episode of Your Week in Weed. Please, if you come across something interesting in cannabis and think I should share it, please forward it my way. Or if you have something you would like me to share with my audience coming up, please slide into my DMs. Have a primo weekend and stay lit. Bye.
Could you pass me that bong?